All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Oaks Ice Center. Center Ice. Here in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. For the second of two games between your Penn's Elite Team Nooch and the Valley Forge Minutemen. We are in Rink 2, which should give us a significantly better streaming. We are not in a closet, a dungeon, the rafters. The laundry room, or anywhere else that we thought we were yesterday. After an interesting song selection for warm-ups, we'll get ready to rock and roll here. We're going to have Goldberg, Hassencope, and at forward, number 28, Hunter Stillwagon. Pegley and Ulowich, your defense pair. And in net, after his nice long day yesterday at forward, the Squish Tender. Valley Forge bringing it up through center. Looks like his first action might be a break. The stick of Pegley gets in the way, and Squish able to gobble that one up. A tricky shot. He's able to get a hold of it under the right pad. Big 86 on the, hit a couple yesterday. He's a big boy. Pens will have a D-zone draw to be the Zachi group. Zachi with Lore. And Avolia. Pegley and Kumnik. Kumnik getting changed out there. The Pens will run 3D in this one. Looks like they'll start with Pegley, Ulowitz, and Kumnik. Lore up the left wing side. He flips it into the offensive zone, and it'll be Zachi in after it. His pressure forces the turnover to Avolia. He's on the half wall, tripped up there. Valley Forge will get control. Look to break out. It'll be Lore in the way, and Pegley keeping it at the blue line. Lore's shot from outside deflected in on net. Stopped and covered. And the Pens will have an offensive zone draw. Look for the D, especially to change quickly in this one. With the forward lines as well, I like what I see there. Pens will be on their third shift of the game. Valley Forge, one shift so far. That'll be in the Pens' favor. They can keep those shifts short. Face off one back to Ulowitz. He puts one in the middle. Goldberg there. He'll get to it. He'll fire. He's off the crossbar. Big Ben strikes one for the Pens. Stillwagon gets to the puck. He'll keep it in. Hassencope fires off the helmet of a Valley Forge defender. Stillwagon into the corner to pressure. Out come the Minutemen. They'll bank it off the boards, and it'll get back to Kumnik. Kumnik will go off the wall looking for Hassencope. The Valley Forge defense get it. They go D to D. Under the pressure of Hassencope trying to force a turnover. They're able to work it up to the blue line no further than Ulowitz. Ulowitz will carry it into the middle. He'll fire off a skate. Pops free to Stillwagon. Back to Ulowitz. Valley Forge changing. A deflected shot by Goldberg. Gathered in by the goalie. He did not have control, but we get a whistle. We get a whistle and another offensive zone draw. The Pens applying early pressure here. 12:58 to play in the period, and a much better stream. Hopefully you're enjoying this one early on. Face-off won by Zachy to Avolia. His one-time attempt blocked, and back come the Minutemen. They're up the left wing boards, pulling it into the middle. Knocked down. A shot from the high slot past the glove side of Squish and wide of the cage. It'll be brought on by Avolia. Taken by Valley Forge. Work deeper into the Pens end for Ulowitz. He'll clear it around looking for Zachy. Zachy, the first one to it, and he'll skate it out of his own end. He looks up and finds Avolia. Avolia into the offensive zone, right wing side. He'll carry it wide, playing it deep into the corner. A clearing attempt by Valley Forge, stopped at the blue line by Pegley. And a second attempt gets through. Ulowitz will collect it there. His pass intercepted, and back comes Valley Forge. Left wing side, they try to dangle. That did not work. Ulowitz there for that. Turned over to Avolia. He'll skate up the ice. He's pressured and taken by Valley Forge as they play it all the way into the Penguins' end. Ulowitz back to get it. 12 minutes to play. He'll work a great breakout pass to Avolia. He tips it for Zachy. Excellent zone exit there by the Pens. Great teamwork. Valley Forge is back on it, though. Their shot from outside fought off by the pad of Squish. Cleared up by Lore and down the ice by Avolia. Gathering it in, the Valley Forge D plays the puck up the left side, flicking it all the way down. Hassencope covering for the D, first one to get there. He'll carry it to the safety behind his net. Look to run the breakout. He stops and starts, puts it in front where Kumnik will take control, and he'll carry it in on the reversal. He gets by one, unable to get by two. Into the zone is Valley Forge, firing, and he'll shoot it just wide. Wide of the glove side of Squish. Hassencope with the puck. He looks to gain the zone. Knocked off his stick, and back comes Valley Forge. Another shot wide of Squish. Picked up by Ulowitz. He'll clear it around. Gathered in by Big 86. He looks to center, comes right to Stillwagon, and he'll tip it out of the zone. Skating onto it in support, Ulowitz. He plays it up for Hassencope, 2-on-1. He's got Stillwagon in the middle, works it there. One-time attempt by Stillwagon, just past his stick. Stillwagon looks to center, comes back to Goldberg. His shot towards the net blocked. Hassencope tries to get a shot. It comes free to Stillwagon. It'll be cleared up, but not out by Valley Forge. Kept by Pegley at the blue line. His shot deflects around. Rebound out front. Cleared by Valley Forge. And the Pens will look to regroup at center. D-to-D play. Pegley back to get it. He'll chip it high off the boards. Bringing it up. Valley Forge. Pegley there. He'll use his stick nicely to pull that one away. He's whacked a few times, and he'll get the call. And your Penguins will head to the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. And some new graphics for you, folks. I do not have the fun scoreboard, but I do have power play graphics. It'll be Zachy, Avolia, and Lorzi. Kumnik and Pegley the D. 5-on-4 advantage for the Pens. Zachy wins the draw, but it's taken by Valley Forge. They'll look to escape the zone. Pegley there, kept briefly in the zone, but it will work out to Avolia, who will dump it in. In after it, Zachy. He'll fire one low and hard. Fought off by the goaltender. Flipped up, but not out. Pegley capes it at the point. His shot just wide. It'll be Avolia to battle in the corner. Uses his body to protect. Tries to work it to the point man. Just past the stick of a Valley Forge player to Kumnik. Kumnik tries to keep it at the blue line. It'll pop free to center, but the Pens will look to regroup. Avolia spins through at center. He'll keep a hold of it into the offensive zone. Curls in, fires one off a defenseman. 1:18 to play on the power play. Valley Forge comes out to center. Avolia takes it there. He'll turn it the other way looking for Zachi. It'll find the offensive zone. Pens changing behind the play. A centering pass by Zachi past Lohr. Right on it is Ulowitz. He'll skate in. Carry around one. Lose control into the referee's skates. Stopping, starting, looking to center. Cross ice for Stillwagon just past him. He'll get to the puck and play it back to Kumnick. Kumnick's shot from outside deflects in. Rebound there. Zachi unable to follow up his shot off the pads of the goalie. A centering pass from Zachi looks for Lohr, comes through to Ulowitz. His shot trickles in, deflected out front, another rebound. Stillwagon pokes at it. It's played to the corner. Penguins with power play pressure here. Working it back in for Zachi. And out comes Valley Forge. Up through center. Gains the blue line. Looks to dangle. Two Penguins there to support. And it'll be, Ulowitz coming out with it, but Squish. It popped free to the Valley Forge player, and he was able to drive it in on Squish, who's able to make the save. Cover the puck, and with 7 seconds left in the power play, Pens will have a D-zone draw. 7:52 to play in the game. A ton of pressure on that power play. Pens unable to get one through. Face-off won by the Penguins in behind. It'll be Pegley. Pegley works it around for Ulowitz. He works it up to Hasenkope. Now back to Ulowitz through center. He'll skate it out of his own end. Chipping it with one hand. Power play over. Ulowitz is in. He'll take a shot. It's stopped and held by the glove. And we'll have an offensive zone draw for Goldberg, Hasenkope, and Stillwagon. Goldberg on the draw. Valley Forge comes away with it. They'll look to break it up ice. It's cut off by Pegley, brought back on by Valley Forge. They'll dump it into the offensive zone and go after it. Pegley will win the race to the puck. He clears it around looking for the breakout. Cut off by Valley Forge, but it pops free to Ulowitz. Then to Goldberg. It ends up on the stick of a Valley Forge player. Squished there to get the save and cover. D-zone draw for the Pens. We'll have the Zachi unit. Face-off won by Zachi for Lohr. Lohr will carry it in behind the net and run the breakout from there. He's off the boards to Kumnick. Kumnick pressured there. Valley Forge will come back the other way. Zachi there to in support, works it free to Kumnick. He's got speed, he's up through center. He's got a 2-on-2. He looks to go around and does. Gets by the left side, he'll fire one just a bit outside. Pegley there. Unable to keep it at the blue line, but able to work it to Zachi. Diving and unable to get on sides is Avolia. And we have an offside play on the Pens. That was a wonderful Superman dive there by Ty Avolia. Zachi to take the draw. It's off one by the Pens, but it pops free to Valley Forge. They look to gain the zone, cut off by Kumnick. He'll play it back out the center. Valley Forge defense looks to regroup. They'll throw it in. It would have been offside, but it's cut off by Avolia. He'll come the other way. He's into the offensive zone. He looks to center it to Lohr. Pops free to Zachi. He's on the half wall. Puck's taken by Valley Forge and skated up ice. Pressure from Avolia forces a turnover to Zachi. Valley Forge will look to regroup again. Number 10 cycles at center ice, brings it into the offensive zone. Cut off by two Penguins, and they'll play it to the corner. It'll be Lohr taking it there with speed. He'll play it up, looking for Ulowitz. Stopped at the blue line. Can they get it out? They do. It'll be Ulowitz. Up ice. He's got Avolia and Zachi in a 3-on-3. Carries it around into the corner. Looking to center. He's cut off. Stop and start move, a wraparound attempt. Puck still loose on the side, jabbing at it, and finally covered. Offensive zone draw for the Pens. Goldberg to take the draw. He wins it back towards Stillwagon. Around one, around two, pops free to Pegley. Pegley plays it safely off the wall to Ulowitz, his partner, running the breakout, cuts to the middle. He'll come around one, looks to fire, down low, rebounds there. A diving save on a Stillwagon rebound attempt. What a stop by that goalie. And the puck pops free. Squish comes out, and he'll get a cover. And the player will dive on top of the goalie. The Pens are guilty of hooking. It'll be Ulowitz headed to the sin bin. They'll probably run Stillwagon back to help the defense here on the PK. Played to the point. Pressure from Hassenkope. Pops free to Pegley. He'll play it out the center. Valley Forge will look to set it up there. They go D to D on a reversal. They enter the left side of the zone. Pressure from Pegley. Support from Goldberg. And he'll look to skate it out. He's around one. Drives into the middle. Knocked off his stick. Pegley will try to clear it high off the glass on the backhand. Valley Forge comes away with it, though. Looking to center. Cut off by Goldberg and pops free to Kumnik, and he'll blaze up ice. He's got a 2-on-2 with Hassenkope. Tries to cut between the defenders, and does. It comes free, but just wide of the cage. Kumnik stays deep to pressure. Stillwagon out to cover the D shift here. In the corner, digging for it. Hassenkope. Goldberg there in support. I think Hassenkope's sitting on the puck, trying to hatch a goal. And we'll have an offensive zone draw. 1:03 to go on the penalty kill. Your foursome on the PK will be Lohr and Avolia, Stillwagon and Pegley. 0-0 game, 4:04 to play in this one. Pens still have 1:03 left on the PK. A hooking call. You guys know what that means. A hooking call on Ulowitz. Flipped up and unable to clear the zone. Avolia with the puck. He keeps it in the corner. Pressure from Valley Forge sends it to the point. Pegley, 9-iron up to the corner for Avolia. He centers the Lohr, short-handed, unable to get it through. He looks to center, has possession, goes down, and back comes Valley Forge. Can they get it up ice? Lohr there. He's bumped. Pegley keeps it at the point. Pops free to Lohr. Comes out opposite side. Valley Forge will have a 2-on-2. Cut off by Pegley. They get possession in the offensive zone, though. 17 seconds left on the penalty kill. Flips it to number 10, and he puts one in the corner. What a shot. They haven't had many chances, but when your chances are like that, a shot from between the hash marks literally finds the corner where the posts come together off the post and into the net. Past the glove side to give Valley Forge a 1-0 lead on the power play. They will run the same power play unit, it looks like, the whole time. Pens have to be prepared for that. They really did a great job on the penalty kill. They had it in the offensive zone most of the time. With this team, it seems like there's 2 or 3 kids that can really fire the puck, and if they get open, it can be a dangerous situation. But the Pens will keep the pressure on. It'll be Hassenkope skating into it. Taken by Valley Forge behind, grabbed by Stillwagon, sent behind the net into the referee's skates. Hassenkope will be the first one there again. He'll spin out of it, come back to the middle. He looks for Goldberg. It's out of his reach. Valley Forge will chip it back up to center. They go around one defenseman. Kumnik there to break up the advance. Ulowitz will get to the puck. He'll carry into the offensive zone. He tries to go around one. He's bodied down. Hasenkope in after it. He'll pop free to Goldberg. Goldberg fires one and he'll score. He fires one into the corner and ties the game at 1. 97 Goldberg with a laser to even the score. A beautiful shot from just inside the circle. Able to roof it. Nothing goalie's going to do about a laser like that into the corner. And the Pens tie the game. They win the draw. Ulowitz plays it up for Goldberg. Valley Forge looks to come the other way. Their goal scorer, 10, works it back. Ulowitz will work it forward. And the Pens will gain the offensive zone. Into the middle. Rubbed off the play is Hasenkope, but he won't stop. He just keeps going. Centers it just past the reach of Goldberg. And around and down the ice comes Valley Forge. The Vegas Golden Knights with the tying goal for the Pens. Just under 2 to play here in this one. Goldberg with the puck. He flips it up for Ulowitz. Past him to Hasenkope. Hasenkope will be in. He's on sides, carries it around one, goes to his backhand, and tucks it in. Driving down the right-hand side. Drew Hasenkope draws it around the netminder and tucks it in on the backhand. And your Penguins will take a 2-1 lead. What a play by Drew Hasenkope. That play worked up out of the corner by Goldberg to Ulowitz. Ulowitz was able to tip it just enough to Hasenkope, and he was buzzing, folks, up the right wing side. Pulls it to the backhand and gets a tuck. Now it's Zachi into the offensive zone. His shot gloved by a sprawling goalie. Pens applying pressure. Goldberg cutting from the left into the middle, and he lasers one towards the net. Zachi, Lower, Avolia, Kumnik and Ulowitz. It comes back to the point. Ulowitz fires one. It's off big number 86 and cleared out the center. Ulowitz will be there to get it. He chips it forward for Zachi. Taken by Valley Forge as they look to gain control. Working it through the neutral zone. Sending it up to the Penguins' blue line. Cut off by Kumnik. Kumnik goes around one. Works it forward to Zachi. He's in on sides. He's got Lohr with him. Lohr unable to pull it around a defender. Valley Forge will look to break the puck out. They do so, but cut right off of the blue line by Lohr, sent back in, and it'll be Zachi with the pressure. Pens carrying play here through this stretch. Zachi again into the middle. His shot fought off by the glove. There's Avolia. His shot off the chest, and a wraparound attempt blocked by the defense. Another great scoring chance. Zachi and Avolia on that one. Pegley cuts off the breakout attempt. But Valley Forge skates through center with it and is able to gain the Penguins' end. Ty Avolia there. Support from Pegley. Pops free to Ulowitz. And now Lohr. Ulowitz kicks it to his skates. Works it forward to the stick of Goldberg on the ice. He'll come up. It's knocked off his stick at the blue line. Valley Forge looks to come the other way. They throw it through center. It'll pop free to Kumnik with speed into the zone. And that horn will end period number 1. A late surge from your Pens Elite Team Nooch has this one 2-1 Penguins. Some pressure off, and he'll be in all by himself here. He's got some pressure on the back side. He's hooked, but his shot gets off and finds the back of the net. Fending off a player. Shoot it out of the corner. Works towards the middle. He'll try a wraparound and a tuck. and it'll get in from behind the net. Catches the side of the cage, following on Avolia. He'll wrap it around and score. The second wraparound goal for the Penguins. Played in behind by Straub on the right wing side. Avolia swoops in from the left. And on come the Lions. They've got a breakaway. Diving to the ice and getting just enough. Puck was the backstretch checking Straub. Let's show you that. He's around one. Plays it off the wall. He's around two. It's a 3-on-1. Ulowitz into the zone. He'll feed it right over for Avolia. His shot trickles over the cage, but from behind the Pens get possession. Avolia with the hands around one. He's got Hasenkope backdoor. He turns, carries it into the middle, will go to the backhand and score. A backhander from Kai Avolia. Looking for that open teammate. And we are back live. Hope you enjoyed some of the highlight reel from your 2011 Team Nooch. They win the opening draw. Pegley plays it up for Goldberg. He's up the right wing side. Checking a couple things here. I'm going to try to get the replays figured out for this end. Apparently I had it in the wrong slot. But the Pens have a deep centering pass. Looking for Goldberg. Hasenkope to Goldberg. Pop back into the corner. Hasenkope there again. Like a honey badger after the puck. Valley Forge skates it right up the middle and will carry it out of the zone. Kumnik back. Around one. In on Squish. His shot. Another one into the corner. I mean, number 10 just laser into the corner on the breakaway. I think there's a lot Squish could do about that one. He was able to skate out of his own end up the middle, and he was carrying a lot of speed, was able to get around the defense to the right. And when you can shoot like that, you're going to score goals. And number 10 ties it at 2. We're going to see a lot of that. Probably not a lot of scoring chances for Valley Forge, but high-end ones so far. Pens carrying the bulk of the play. Carry it forward into the offensive zone. It goes Valley Forge, pressured by Ulowitz. There's a splitsies by Squish. Rebound in behind, and he gets it covered. Squish goes full splitsies and is able to gobble up the rebound. I just pulled a groin watching that. Zachi to take the draw. Played back in for Pegley. He'll take it to the safety behind his cage. His breakout pass picked off. Down goes two players. Zachi will get to it. Penguins doing a much better job of supporting here as Zachi will skate the center. He's got Avolia in front. He carries, gives it to him at the blue line. Back for Zachi. Chips out in front of Avolia there. He's unable to get control, and back comes Valley Forge. They'll dump it all the way down. It will be icing if it's far enough. They call it off. Pegley will get there. Pegley turns on the breakout and gets Avolia. Avolia will skate up the right side. He carries into the middle. He's bodied. Pops free. Zachi there. Zachi will fire, and he finds the corner. He's had a number of beautiful chances, and this one he finishes. That being behind is always, that should be on time. This is always going to be behind. This is probably a 10-second delay. All right, working on some technical stuff here real quick. I don't know why it's struggling to keep up. You said do the best you can to keep it. Here, I'll turn this. Alright. Working on some video feed issues. And one gets past Squish. No clue what happened there. Looked like a rebound popped free to the side. It was off the face-off play. A shot from outside, stopped by Squish. The rebound popped free, so they won the draw back to the point. The point man got the shot in. Squish made the initial save. The puck popped to the blocker's side, and he was unable to pick up the rebound, and Valley Forge will tie it at 3. A good game so far in this one. Back in fourth action. Comes free to Lore. Lore's shot. Pops free to Zachi. Zachi looks to shoot. It's knocked into the corner by Valley Forge. Lore plays it behind for Zachi. Zachi finds the point man, Kumnik. He'll wind and fire off a skate, and back comes Valley Forge. Number 10 carries it wise. He's got a pair, 86, who had a bunch yesterday. They play give and go. Squish comes over, and he gets it off the glove and cleared by the D. A beauty of a save. We'll get that replay, folks. By Squish, keeping it knotted at 3. Winding up in his own end is Ulowitz. He'll play at the Lore. Lore looking up, finds the Zachi, but it's off his skate. Coming back the other way comes Valley Forge. But Voley will have something to say about that. But drug around one and into the offensive zone. Squish with the splits again. Screen issues, so trying to make sure we get the camera's got to be able to see the feed here. Valley Forge with an offensive zone draw played in behind, wrapped around Hassencope there, followed on in support by Pegley. He'll get it out the center. Still wagging up ice, and he's able to pressure the puck. Cleared back for the stick of Kumnik. He'll wind up in his own end and work it to Goldberg. Goldberg carries in, blazes towards the middle. He'll shoot one off the glove. There's Hassencope, and it's in the net. A rebound goal for Drew Hassencope. He's got a pair. The shot from Goldberg, who was able to drive into the offensive zone and crashing the net to get the rebound, was 24 Hassencope. Did I catch it in time? No replay available there because I didn't catch it in time. Goldberg takes the draw, wins it back. Penn's back with a 4-3 lead. 11 minutes to play in the second. Into the offensive zone, Ulowitz. It'll pop free to Hassencope. Ulowitz and Hassencope battle. It's cleared out and stopped by Pegley. He'll wind and fire from the point just wide. Deflected just wide in front. Hassencope in behind the net to get it. Picked up by Valley Forge and sent up off Goldberg. But cut off by Pegley again. His shot blocked out by the defense. Comes free to Goldberg, though. He goes around one. He's tripped on the play, and we'll head back to the power play. 7 Fields Wealth Management power play. Having a little too much fun with this, folks. 10:41 to play. 4-3 Penguins lead. It'll be Zachi. Wins the draw towards Lore. Zachi, Lore, Volia. Ulowitz and Kumnik, your defense. Lore gets to the puck, keeps it in the offensive zone. Work to the point man, Ulowitz. He goes around one, runs into a teammate there. He'll play it in behind. Zachi and Avolia into pressure. Avolia comes out with it, looks to shoot. His shot blocked. Zachi will get there, but it's cleared up by Valley Forge, no further than Ulowitz. He dances around one, drives into the corner, covered on the defensive side by Lore. He'll stop, start. He'll find his buddy Lure. There's Lure with a shot, glove side, just off the glove. Avolia in behind. He'll take a couple of whacks, and Valley Forge will clear the zone. Skating up through center. Around one defenseman, cut off by the other. Backhander comes in on Squish and will get the cover. Another shorthanded attempt for Valley Forge. Squish with the save and cover. 1:02 left on your power play. D-zone draw coming for the Pens. It'll be the Goldberg, Stillwagon, Hassencope line. Got to come up with a name for these guys. Puck battled for. It'll pop free to Pegley in front of his own net. He'll carry it wide and break it up towards Goldberg. Goldberg chips it forward. Stillwagon and Hassencope will go in after it. Hassencope, like a honey badger, in after the puck. Played behind by Valley Forge, and that'll be cut off by Stillwagon. He'll look to center. Ultimately working it back to the point. Pegley there. He'll shoot one. Goes off a defenseman in behind. Hassencope to the puck. He'll protect it. Stopping, starting, coming out from behind. Centering one to Goldberg. What a play by the Pens. This one we will get the replay of. A power play goal worked down low by Pegley. He got it to Hassencope. He did a little dance behind the net. Stopping, starting, pulling up and finding 97 in front for the taparoo for Vegas Golden Nate. Penguins lead 5-3 after the power play goal. Into the offensive zone goes Ulowitz. Gets possession, carries it wide. Works over to the half wall. Valley Forge will look to clear. They're trying to spring 87, so they're sending him up ice early. Trying to fabricate a goal here as best they can. Penguins carrying play into the zone comes Valley Forge. 10 falls, works it to 87. He'll go back in after it. Carrying it up is Pegley off the skate of Goldberg. He'll look to break it out. It's off a skate to Pegley again. He'll throw it up to the blue line, not out. Kept in at the blue line by Valley Forge, played back into the corner. Pegley the first one there. Pegley tries to work it around. And it pops free to his partner, Ulowitz. Ulowitz will carry the heat out of a hot kitchen. Valley Forge turns it right back to Ulowitz. He's tripped, and it will be a call. Another trip. Getting the stick in his skates. And with 8 minutes to play, the Pens will be back on the power play. 5-3 lead. Let's see if they can do it again, folks. Zachy takes the draw. Pens work it into the offensive zone. Avolia plays it up into the corner. He'll pressure the puck. Valley Forge will look to come the other way, shorthanded. Avolia after it. A nice back check there. He breaks the play up and it pops free to Lure. Lure back for Avolia. Avolia carries into the offensive zone. Pressured by 3 Valley Forge players, and they clear it back to Ulowitz. Ulowitz chips it up for Lure. A nice zone entry there for the Pens. Lure centers for Zachy. It's off a stick in behind. Avolia will pressure there. Turning with it and working it back to the point. Kumnik keeps it. Plays it deeper, but Valley Forge will clear. Minute 13 on the power play. D to D go the Pens. Around one and into the zone comes Avolia. Puck knocked off his stick, but kept in by Kumnik. Pops free to the far boards. Pens will have it on the left side now. It's Lure playing it in further behind. 55 to play. His centering pass for Zachy cut off. And the Valley Forge team will come away with it. Can they clear the zone? They will this time. And the Pens in offsides. That'll give us a face-off right outside the Valley Forge blue line here. 44 seconds on the power play. 5-3 Pens lead. 6:44 to play in the game. In the Battled for, and out comes Valley Forge. Carrying it wide, number 10. He's got a few already. This one shot low, stopped by Squish. He wasn't able to pick the corner that time. 27 to go on the power play. Kubnik works it up for Goldberg. It's just past him, and back comes Valley Forge. A 2-on-1. They're around the defense, in by themselves. 2-on-0. Centering pass. Squish over. He makes the save. Rebound out front. We get a whistle. And I believe the ref thought the puck was covered. A beautiful left to right save by the Squish on the PK. 13 seconds left on the Pens power play. 6:13 in the period. We'll have Goldberg, Hassan-Cope, and Stillwagon. Shot from the point. Stopped out. Another shot from the point. This one off the back of Stillwagon. That had to hurt. And on comes Hassan-Cope. He'll carry it into the offensive zone. Power play ends. Back to even strength. Worked into the middle. And Valley Forge will try to cherry pick. They send a guy way up ice. He's into the zone. Yulowitz in the way. Able to break the play up. And it's played into the right wing corner, so that's what we're going to see a little bit of now. Valley Forge will try to send a forward all the way up ice and just loft it to him. Pens D are going to have to read that. It's Hassan-Cope after the puck in center ice, supported by Stillwagon and Goldberg. Away comes Valley Forge. The stick of Pegley breaks that play up, and he sends it forward to Hassan-Cope. He's got his step on one. He's hauled down. No call. Stillwagon bumps into a player, but Valley Forge will come free. Number 10 again, carrying it into the offensive zone. Chips it off to the right wing. He'll center one off of Yulowitz into the corner. Another centering attempt. This one comes free to Stillwagon. He works it to Hassan-Cope, and he'll skate it out of trouble. He's got a player behind him. Back pressure. Hassan-Cope able to fight it off and work it the whole way into the offensive corner. Picked up in the right wing. Played up but not out. Bodied from behind by Hassan-Cope. No call there. Out comes Valley Forge, but picked off by Avolia just onto the ice. And his shot off the glove and in. Ty Avolia steps on the ice. Disrupts the play. The puck ends up on his stick. And he sends a twisted wrister off the glove and into the net for a 6-3 Penguins lead. 4:36 to play, period number 2. Zachy, Lore, and Avolia. Zachy steps on the puck, but he's in on sides. Lore dangles it, drives to the middle. Little legs just flying out there. He bodies off the giant 86 and then gets a whack for it on top of it. Valley Forge is able to get control, working it towards 86. Again, they've got shooters on this team. Avolia gets the puck. It's worked back to Yulowitz. He'll drive the offensive zone. And he will fire a shot. Rebound out front, battled for, pops into the high slot, and out comes Valley Forge. Just under 4 minutes to play, 6-3 Pens lead. A shot from center ice, nicely put in the corner by Squish. Worked by Kubnik. He'll tap it up for Zachy. Valley Forge will get control and run a reversal. Reversing the attack angle to the right side. Kubnik able to get over there, but unable to keep it in the zone. Comes free to center. Yulowitz with the pressure. Played up. 86 again. Up ice trying to get behind the defense, but the Pens defense cuts him off. Kubnik challenges the defense. Works it free to Avolia. It pops free. We've got a hook. A hook on the play. And we are going to head back to the power play. The Seven Fields Wealth Management power play will be in action again. 17 for Valley Forge. He'll serve 2 minutes for hooking. And it'll be Goldberg, Hassan-Cope, and Stillwagon. Pegley and Yulowitz, your D. Goldberg taps it forward. But Valley Forge will get control and play it up through center. Pressure on the Penguins' defense there. It's Hasenkope trying to work his way out of the zone. He's pressured by 10, who's got a couple goals. He'll send it in on Squish. And it's tapped out by him to Ulowitz. Ulowitz possesses, finds safety behind his net in a little bit of time. He'll work it up for Hasenkope. Kept in at the blue line, though, by Valley Forge. Sent back in, it'll be Pegley's turn. Pegley will work behind his net. He'll find Ulowitz. Ulowitz back to Pegley, a give and go. Beautiful play. Pegley off the boards, out of the Penn's end, and Goldberg's got it skating through center. 3-on-2 if he stays on sides, and Hasenkope, actually I think Stillwagon, got in on the left side. I think Hasenkope was able to stay on sides, but as Goldberg cut down the blue line, the left wing in a little early. Face off outside of the Valley Forge blue line. Pens will change their power play unit. 1:08 on the power play. 2:27 to play in the game. 6-3 Penguins. A reversal of what the score looked like yesterday so far. But a long way to go. It's Zachi into the offensive zone on the power play. Knocked off his stick, but he'll get possession again. Use his body to protect the puck. A battle in the corner. Support from Valley Forge, and they'll come out with it. They 2-on-1 on the puck, and they'll come away. They're able to break it out of their end to center on the penalty kill. And now they're going to come into the Penguins' end. Splitting the D, driving in. Around one, stopped by Squish with the splitsies. And cleared by Lore. Sent back in towards the net. Played with a high stick, but waved off as Ulowitz will get possession. He'll skate it out of danger all the way to center. He's cut off, though. Back comes Valley Forge, a 2-on-2, short-handed. Ulowitz ends that threat, and now the Pens will have a 2-on-2. 3-on-3 if Lore hurries, and he does, into the zone for Ulowitz's shot. Worked up and caught there by Lore. Lore will fire. His shot just wide. Avolia after the puck. He's unable to get control, and the power play over. It'll be Kumnik in behind. He wraps it, sends it across ice just past the stick of Avolia, who was backdoor. Wrapped around and out of the zone by Valley Forge. Oh, Kumnik pressured. There's a turnover and a breakaway. In comes Valley Forge. He'll dangle. Squish gets the save, and it's underneath him. The puck came back out in front. So Squish was able to, I think, get the first one, but the kid picked it back up and centered it, and the player pushed it right into the back side of the Squish tender, and he'll get a butt save with 38.6 to play.
I love it, too.
The Squish butt save and cover. It'll be Vegas Golden Nate with the draw. He wins it to Hasenkope. Kept at the blue line, firing from outside, deflected, and covered by Squish. 86 with a blast from the blue line. Deflected by Penn's defenseman, but it was a good deflection. It slowed it down, and Squish able to get the glove. And with 31.3 to play, Goldberg wins it to Hasenkope. He's around one, and he's in by himself. He's got a breakaway. Hasenkope fires one up over the net. The field goal is good. But that's in football, folks. Hasenkope on the breakaway looking for the top corner and just missed. He didn't miss by much. Sends it into the netting, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Goldberg wins the draw into the offensive zone. He'll curl up and look. He drives right down the blue line, and he'll fire one and find the corner. Vegas Golden Nate from the blue line lines one into the corner. And the Pens lead 7-3, 9.6 to play in the period. Ford plays it forward. Kick back to Ulowitz. He'll find Hasenkope. He's been a dynamite out there today. Worked into the Valley Forge end. Hasenkope nicely picks up the Valley Forge player's stick and hands it to him. At the end of period 2, the Pens lead 7-3 in this one. We've got a pair of goals from Hasenkope, a goal from Zachi, a goal from Taya Volia, and 3 of them from Vegas Golden 8. And that's where your Pens get to.
It's real well, but that way when I use because of it.
All right, folks. We are back in action. 7-3, Pens lead 15. We're going to throw 15 minutes on the clock, and we're going to go to battle for 15 more minutes. Face-off won by Valley Forge, pushed forward. Sent back by the Penguins' defense, Kumnik. Kumnik will get to it again. Actually, it'll be Valley Forge offsides. Played it from the blue line, and it just got over the Pens line, so an offside call it is. Valley Forge with their big line on the ice, and I don't just mean they're the ones with the goals. They're also gigantic. Played forward again by Valley Forge. They're looking to get the Penguins on the jump, and this time they do. Feed from 10 to 86, a nice pass there, just past his stick. Ulowitz will battle in the corner, and he'll win that battle and skate it to center. Braden Ulowitz carrying it up through center, challenges the defense, carries in behind. Goalie out of his net, centering pass for Avolia. It's in his skates, and he's unable to get it through. Ulowitz had brought the goalie way out of his crease and tried to center. What a play there. This one broken up, I believe, by Pegley and sent back. It'll be Avolia again. He's up the left wing side this time, carrying into the corner. He'll wrap it around into the pad and covered by the goalie. And it'll be an offensive zone draw for your Pens elite Team Nooch. It'll be Goldberg, Stillwagon, and Hasenkope. Kumnik and Pegley. Face off one to Kumnik. His shot. Stopped by the goalie. Rebound sent just wide by Hasenkope. Worked back to Kumnik. Hasenkope ran into the referee. The referee just standing over him, staring at him. It's like a WWE moment right there. Goldberg in the corner. He works it forward. Hasenkope will pressure. Valley Forge will get control, and they'll look to run a controlled breakout out the left side. Hasenkope there to make that a more difficult task than they had hoped. Kept at the blue line by Pegley. Hasenkope dangles one. He'll shoot off the glove. And it'll be Stillwagon in after it. He'll play it deep. Hasenkope back in after it. Little stick smacking in behind. Hasenkope in after it again. He looks for the puck, tries to center it. Comes free to Stillwagon. Now Hasenkope. Stillwagon. Pens change the defense. Centering pass. Pops free for Goldberg. He sends one towards the net. Hasenkope there. Penguins with one chance, two chance. Puck free underneath somebody. He'll try to lift it, Hasenkope. Now Goldberg into a defenseman. Sent back up to the point. Kept by Ulowit. It'll just get out of the zone. Ulowit's under a bit of pressure. Plays it up for Stillwagon. Hasenkope clears the zone. The Pens are onside if they can get it in. It'll be Stillwagon carrying to the right. On his backhand, firing one, a centering pass. Cut off. Valley Forge will try to bring it out the right. Goldberg gets in the way. Pens work it up the center. Valley Forge does. But no further than Kumnik, who sends it back towards Goldberg. Just out of his reach. Battle at center ice. Kumnik will win that and 9-iron it into the offensive zone. Pens defense will get a change. It's Hasenkope in after it again. Little push and shove in behind. Back comes Valley Forge. Hasenkope still in the zone, and it'll be an offside play as Pegley enters the offensive zone. Hasenkope still hadn't cleared. Getting a little rubby shovey in behind. We're under 12 to play. The Pens lead 7-3 here from Oaks Center Ice in beautiful Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. Just outside of not so beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Pegley plays it forward, looking for Zachi. It'll come back to Pegley and he'll carry it. Heels up, tries to gain the zone, but it's cut off. Back comes Valley Forge, a one-on-one. A dangle move around one, in on Squish, and he'll fire short side over the blocker. And it's number 10 again. His third of the game. He was able to get around the defenseman and flick it up over the blocker, a Squish. And make it 7-4. This one's not over. They've got scorers. And applying pressure, though. They just got to keep working. Having an excellent, excellent game here this morning. They're a morning team. Played into the zone by Zachi. Valley Forge with a player all the way at half ice. Not even in the defensive zone. As they come out and look to gain the Penguins' end, it's cut off by Kumnik. He'll send it back out of the zone. Carried on by Lohr. Zachi at center works it. A beautiful feed to Avolia off the side of the cage. What a play. Zachi to Avolia just wide of the net. They'll go to work in behind. Peeling out with it, Zachi. His shot high up off the defenseman. I think it's Avolia getting to it. He'll work it back to Kumnik. Kumnik back for Avolia. Cut off by the Valley Forge defender. Two Penguins, though. The puck support lets them come out with it. Avolia to Lohr. Lohr's shot blocked out front. Puck support by the Pens allowed him to come out with that one. But now comes Valley Forge. No further than Pegley. Pegley gets his stick on it, and the Pens are right back in the Valley Forge end. 10:25 to play. Zachi after the puck. Valley Forge will look to break it up the left side. It'll be 10. He's got three of them already. Carries it up to the offensive zone and dangles at the blue line. We get a whistle. And we have a slash on Valley Forge. 0-0. Nope. It'll be on the Pens. 86. Zachi called for a slash. And a D-zone draw for the Pens. 10:09 to play. Valley Forge power play is dangerous. They've got shooters out there if they can get open. Pens lead 7-4. Hasenkope takes the draw. It'll be Hasenkope and Lohr, your forwards. Ulowit and Kumnik, your defense on the penalty kill. Ulowit and 86 battle in the corner. Pops free. Hasenkope's there. He'll pop it forward. 86 there to keep it in and at the blue line. Hasenkope challenges. Spinning with it and sending it into a corner. Dangling around one, looking to center, but there is the support of the Penguins. One defender on, one in support, and it'll be Ulowitz coming away with it. He turns it over. They'll center it. It comes free right to the shooter, 86. Again in the high slot. Squish coming right to left. Unable to get that one. And Valley Forge scores on the power play, 7-5. With 9:32 to play. And Valley Forge has made it a 2-goal game. A power play goal. 86 just popped free, and 48 found him. And he made no mistake about it, just lasering one past the squish tender. Pegley to the puck, and he'll look to gain the Valley Forge zone. The Pens will look to reapply pressure here. They can stay out of the penalty box. I love their chances. Shot by Pegley, stopped by the glove of the Valley Forge goalie. Battle in behind. Cleared up by Valley Forge. Cut off at the blue line by Pegley. He keeps it in. Pressure coming from the Pens, but they're Valley Forge able to clear. It'll be 48 again. Pegley there. Valley Forge in on sides. 86 drives in. Trip by Hassencope, and the Pens will be back on the penalty kill. This is where they can get in trouble in a game like this. They have done a very good job up to this point of staying out of the penalty box, and they have a 2-goal lead. But Valley Forge has shooters on this team that when they get open, they're going to bury pucks. And puck shot in, stopped by Squish and covered. 8:50 to play. Period number 3. Pens lead 7-5, but Valley Forge on the power play. Face off one forward by Goldberg, but right to 86. His shot blocked out front. And Pegley wins a battle in behind. Pens needed that. He'll clear it up. Is it able to get over the line? It's not. 86 turns with it at the blue line. 3-on-1. He'll look back door. Squish, splitsies. The shot goes just wide. A beautiful feed back door by Valley Forge. They're unable to connect, but that was a great play, and Goldberg will come out with it. Goldberg up the right wing side. He's around one. He'll fire, and he'll find the corner. Short-handed. 97, Goldberg beats the goalie to the blocker side on the short-handed goal. Stretching that Penguins lead out a little bit more. They needed that. Valley Forge had the last two. But Vegas Golden Nate, short-handed. His 4th of the game. It'll be Stillwagon after it. The Valley Forge blue line played back for Kumnick. He'll get control in his own end. He'll turn and clear it up the center for Goldberg. He's got it there, bodied by Valley Forge, and their puck support this time will get control. They'll send one in, and Squish will put it in a corner. Kumnick off the wall for Goldberg, and out come the Pens again. Goldberg finds Stillwagon. Stillwagon through center. He'll dangle. Drive to the right side. Fire a backhander. Blocked out front. Rebound was there. Nate Goldberg unable to get control of it, but it'll pop free to Ulowitz. His shot off the butt of a Valley Forge defenseman. He just hit 2 in a row. Pops free to Stillwagon. His shot off the goalie. Stillwagon looks to wrap it around. Finds Goldberg. It's just off his stick. A diving Pegley unable to keep it at the blue line. And the Pens shorthanded for 28 more seconds. We'll look to chip it back into the Valley Forge end, and it'll be Goldberg. Now Pegley, now Stillwagon. Pegley. 3 Penguins down, 2-on-1 the other way. Valley Forge into the offensive zone. It's Ulowitz in the way, and a shot sent wide to Squish. Pegley will look to clear the zone and does. Played back in, but off sides by Valley Forge. 5 seconds left to go on the Hassencope trip. 7 minutes to play in the period. 8-5. Pens lead. Face-off won by Valley Forge. Backhand sent in on Squish. He'll make the first save and the second. Comes back out in front by Valley Forge. Turning with it, number 10. Squish there with the pad. Stillwagon into the corner. He'll battle. He's leaned on. Pens have some support there. It's Kumnick and Zachi. But Valley Forge will come away with it. They work it back to the point. Shot from the point, deflected. Bouncing out in front. Gathered in by Valley Forge. A centering pass. Stopped by Squish and covered. .6:24 to play. 8-5 Pens Elite lead. Zachi wins the draw. He'll carry in behind. Power play over for Valley Forge. Pens look to clear and do. It's past the defenseman. No icing on the play because he should have been able to play it. It'll be Avolia hustling in after. Falling down a Valley Forge defenseman. Avolia plays it back in towards him. And he's cut off by 2 Valley Forge players. Out comes 86 up the left. Carrying with speed, one-on-one with Kumnick. Kumnick keeps him wide. Centering pass, back door for 10, just past his stick. And there's Lure with speed. He's cut off. Kumnick will look to clear and does. Avolia way up ice. Looks like maybe the Pens trying a bit of a stretch play. Lure's pocket picked. Back comes Valley Forge 3-on-1. Centering pass. Shot. Fought off by the blocker. A squish. Let's see if we can get that replay. The puck cleared down by the Pens. It will be icing. What a save by the squish tender to keep it 8-5 with 5:19 to play. It'll be Goldberg, Hassenkope, Stillwagon, Ulowitz, and Pegley your D. 5:19 to play. Pens lead 8-5. Carried out of the zone with space by Stillwagon. He looks to center to Hassenkope, and the Pens get it into the Valley Forge end. Stillwagon in after it. Cleared around. Valley Forge looks to break out. Goldberg there. Down goes a Valley Forge player. We get a whistle. I have no idea what the whistle's for. We have a whistle, and we're going to have a neutral zone face-off. I have no idea why we had a whistle. 4:56 to play. Pens 8, Valley Forge 5. Goldberg gets control. He possesses. He goes around one player. He's into the offensive zone. He'll fire one just wide of the cage. There's Hassenkope in after it. He'll lose that battle, but Pegley there to back it up, and he'll play it deep into the Valley Forge end. Played to the point for Ulowitz. Ulowitz keeps it in for Goldberg. He centers one, unable to find Stillwagon, but it comes free to Pegley. His shot just wide. Picked up by Valley Forge. They'll clear it up the right side and try to exit Pegley in the way. His pressure forces the turnover to Hassenkope. Stillwagon trying to jump over the blue line. We have a Valley Forge player down. We have an offside play. A lot going on here. Oh, I can't even compete with this dude.
I'm asking Santa for a nice camera.
4:09 to play. The top unit for Valley Forge on the ice. The Pens will have Zachi, Avolia, Lore, Ulowitz, and Kumnick. Lohr breaks up the advance. Kumnick with the puck on the wall. He'll wedge it forward, and it comes right back to him. Now it's a volley after the puck. Valley Forge able to break it up ice. 3-on-2 into the offensive zone. Ulowitz forces the play wide. A centering pass cut off by Kumnick and cleared by Ulowitz. No further than the point. They'll send it deep. This line can move the puck. It'll be Ulowitz playing it around. He'll be able to clear the zone. A great clear there. Avolia's pressure. Now Zachi, and the Pens will kick the puck into the offensive side. This is where you want to be, folks. Offensive zone. 8-5 lead. A shot from Zachi down low. Pops free. Whistle blows. And we'll have an offensive zone draw. 3:24 to play. Period number 3. Pens lead 8-5. Goldberg set to take the draw. Goldberg shot off the post. Comes free to Stillwagon. His shot blocked. Back comes Valley Forge. The Pens back checking though. Stillwagon and Goldberg back checking. Kumnick forces the play wide. He gets a stick in the way. Goldberg with the puck and wraps it around. He'll clear the zone. And with 3 minutes left, Pens will pressure. Stillwagon with the puck pressure. Around him goes a Valley Forge player. But there's Pegley to cut the play off at center. Valley Forge pops it forward. Kumnick there. He'll angle wide. Hit, shot sent over the net. Kumnick battles for it and in behind works at the Stillwagon. He's got room and he's got speed. He's up the right wing side. He's in on sides. Looks to go around one and does. Carrying one-handed on his backhand, looking to center. Cut off, but a second attempt just past Goldberg. Comes free to Pegley. He'll go around one, send it back into the corner to safety. A nice, smart play there. And Valley Forge will look to break it out. And do. Pegley there to stop it and bring it back the other way again. Valley Forge at the end of a very long shift here. These guys have been on the ice for a long, long time. They'll send it all the way down. Ulowitz there. He'll play it to the wall for Hassenkope. In on sides. He dangles one. He's in by himself. And he'll beat Squish. Again to the blocker side. Another breakaway. Another breakaway by 86. And it's 8-6 Pens lead with just under 2 to play. Pens were unable to clear the zone, and he skated into the puck with speed, buries one. It will be Lohr at center. He's cut off. Kumnick there to play it forward to Avolia. Avolia will carry into the offensive zone, right wing side. He'll play it deep. Valley Forge in to get it. Pens get to the puck. It's Zachi. Zachi turns it further into the Valley Forge end. Played up to the point to Kumnick. He'll stop it and again play it deep. 1:20 to play. Out comes Valley Forge. Pressure from Lohr. Kumnick back as well. The stick of Kumnick in the way. Around him. Squish there with the glove, but unable to get the rebound. The Pens couldn't clear the rebound. Came off Squish's glove. And it's a game, folks, with 1:06 to play. 8-7, Pens lead. Valley Forge going with multiple forwards here. Played forward, cut off by Kumnick, stopped by Hassenkope. Valley Forge has the puck. Cleared out the center, still wagging there. Chipped in by Valley Forge, it'll be offsides. 53 seconds to play. Face off outside of the pen zone. They lead 8-7. Goldberg pops it forward. Sent in by Valley Forge, cleared back out by Pegley. Kept in by the glove of a Valley Forge player, and they got the puck in the pen's end. A shot deflects just over the net. Net empty at the other side. It comes free to Stillwagon. He'll clear it up looking for Hassenkope. Cut off by Valley Forge. They spin with it. Pegley there. Taken by Kumnick. He'll bank one off the skates. Pops free. He'll get it out the center. And all the way down, 22 to play. Hassenkope sends pressure. Valley Forge, 6 skaters on the ice. Working it over. Cut off by Pegley. In after the puck, Kumnick. Chip to 87. Kumnick gets control, pops free to the middle. Can they clear the zone? They cannot. Valley Forge with the puck. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That horn will end the game, and the Pens will get a win. 8-7. A nail biter here in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. The Squish Tender gets the W, and the Pens win 8-7 in the second meeting of this weekend for these two teams. A hard-fought back and forth. Great job by both squads. We will not see you for the next one. The Pens do play coming up. Live Barn will be your best bet, 10:30 from Westchester, Pennsylvania.